Hey guys, I am so excited that you're here. There are so many of you that tuned in, and I am super pumped that you're here. Just going to pop in the chat box and make sure you've all refreshed your screens and you've got everything ready to go. I am just so excited to have you guys here and really to bring you just a brand new and exciting training. So really looking forward to it, and hopefully you all can hear me. Let me know if you cannot, but I'm just feeling so excited because so many of y'all have really, signed up for this and wanting to make a difference with your Instagram. So welcome to the very last video in this workshop, Secrets to a Successful Instagram. And I do want to kick things off because I don't want to waste your time. I know that your time is super valuable, and I just am so appreciative that you're here. I do have my tea with me. I'm a little bit under the weather. I also have cough drops on me. Not sponsored, but I do want to thank you here for being here, because right now is the perfect time to be on Instagram. No matter what stage you're in, if you're just starting off or if you've been on Instagram for a long while, you are in the perfect position to take your Instagram to the next level. So Instagram, it's still a relatively new market. So this is going to give you the opportunity to take it by storm and to really make a difference for your account. So you're right where you need to be. And let's go ahead and just everybody pop in the chat box. And I know it's hard to not get distracted with Instagram. So if you are ready to go and ready to get started, pop in the chat box and say yes. Now, I know you guys have a lot of questions with Instagram. I know. And I want to get to all of those, but I'm going to get to them at the very end. If you're having any questions, I'm going to just say to refresh your screen, or, oh my gosh, so many yeses. You guys are amazing. I just love having you guys here. This is so wonderful. You guys are rock stars. I just already love this group of people so much. You guys are amazing. Awesome. So glad this is working. This is going to be so much fun, really. So far we've talked about your Instagram empire and establishing your foundation and really growing your following. We've also talked about how to make money on Instagram and the ways that work. So now I want to focus on this final step. So your true secret for success. So over 9,000, almost 10,000 of you have signed up to learn. But if you think about that, that's a small number. Instagram has millions of users, and only you guys are really ready to take this serious. And I have some things that I am sharing with you tonight that no one else knows. I'm very excited about that. So thank you so much for sticking with me in this series. So just a quick refresher, my name is Helene Sula, and yes, I am an Instagram fanatic, but I want to tell you something else. I do not spend hours and hours a day on Instagram. Nobody has time for that. I post every single day because I have a strategy that helps me succeed, and it doesn't make me feel stressed out when I post Instagram. This took me some time to develop, but it doesn't have to be the same for you. So for today, I want you to pop in the chat box and tell me, how long have you been on Instagram? I want to know. Let's see. How long have you guys been on Instagram? You guys are awesome. A lot of you, it's interesting because we have people all over the board. 5 years, 1 year, yesterday. This is amazing. Really cool. You guys are so awesome. I love that everyone's participating in the chat. Now, I do want to remind you that when we're doing this training, to not get distracted. I know it's hard to get distracted, but I promise you, this is going to be a short and sweet training, and it's the last one. So stick with me. Don't get distracted. Take a sip of water as you need. And really what I want you to do is start focusing. So, turn off everything else. Turn off your phone. Don't even check Instagram. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I want to tell you a quick story about me. So anything that in life is usually a bit of an investment. And I really learned that the hard way. So I'm a full-time blogger. My blog is Helene in Between, which is the same as my name. But for years, I didn't spend any money on it at all. I was on blogger.com, and I was really just kind of spinning my wheels. So finally, my husband, Michael, he had to convince me to do it. He said, Helene, you've got to spend money on your blog. So I finally did it, and I spent some money on a blog design, and I enrolled in a course. This is going to sound a little extreme, but I cannot tell you this enough. it changed my life because I was able to see what worked for me and I was able to make the money back almost immediately that I spent. So I'm a firm believer that you do need to learn the ropes in order to succeed. So I'm now living out my dreams of traveling and writing. And I can honestly tell you, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life. I know that a lot of y'all tell me, you're always smiling, happy. Well, I am. I'm really happy. So one of the main reasons that I was able to do this is to kind of create this life is because of my Instagram. Instagram is this springboard that helps me find my target audience, gain a community, and even make money. So I truly believe that Instagram can help you live your dreams. I am just a normal person. I've got nothing special about me and I can do this. So can you. So I'm going to get into this training. Again, if you have any questions, what I want you to know is I will be answering them at the end. I promise you that. So stick with me and we are going to get into this training. You're going to get to see my lovely slideshow. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So again, here we go. I'm so excited to finally share this with you guys. This has been just such an exciting thing to finally get to talk with you all. So again, if you're just now popping in, and so many of you are tuning in from all over the world, which is amazing. I love that you're here. I really appreciate that you are here and that you're spending your time with me because I know that it's not always easy to do. So if you're not hearing anything, refresh your screen. And if you guys don't mind telling people to refresh their screens if they're not hearing anything, I would appreciate that. So, okay. Just going to check to make sure you guys can see this. Excellent. Okay. So I want to tell you a little bit about my background. So I've worked in digital marketing and advertising as well as social media and SEO. So I've taught companies like Johnson & Johnson, Exxon, all of these different companies and corporations how to utilize Instagram. So I've spoken at travel conferences, 2 in the past year, actually, events, seminars, and I've worked with companies like Brit & Co. and I've spoken at University of Cincinnati. And Instagram is basically this huge passion of mine. And I've made it my mission to not only study it, but understand what works with Instagram. So my background was in social media and marketing. And so what I wanted to do was share with others how they can grow their Instagram as well. And I've helped thousands of people grow their Instagram accounts, everyone from businesses to just starting out bloggers. So most of the time, I don't look like this. I look like this. Really, this is me. I travel 80% of the time. So in addition to running my own business with my husband, we moved abroad with the goal of traveling and seeing the world. That means I don't have time to spend hours a day on Instagram because there's just too much out there to see. So most days, I honestly really cannot believe that this is my life. I work from wherever I want in the world. I get to travel, I write, and I share about the things that I'm passionate about. And I get to do this with my husband and our 2 dogs. Now, I will be taking breaks to sip my tea here, so don't worry about it. If there's a slight break, it's because I'm trying not to cough. Okay, so I have traveled, just in the past 7 months alone, I've traveled to dozens of countries, hundreds of cities, and all the while, I make a full-time income that not only supports me, but it supports my dogs and my husband and our entire life. And we're not just making money to, go on trips. We're saving for the future. We have a mortgage that we pay. We own our home. I mean, we're making a sizable income all from working for ourselves. Now you might be thinking, yeah, okay, that sounds great, Helene, but how can I do this? And I want to tell you, using Instagram as a tool for growth and even making money, it's not about the numbers of followers. It's honestly not. It's also not about having an epic life. I know that because I didn't always have that. So in fact, no one knows this, but I actually quit my job to go full-time before I moved abroad when I just had 13,000 Instagram followers. Isn't it awesome that we have screenshots that we can go back and see this stuff? Because seriously, this is a screenshot from the actual day that I quit my job to go full-time. So I had 13,000 followers. And on top of that, I didn't have the greatest pictures. I just had this dream and a goal, and I knew I wanted to accomplish it. I had been working with all of these companies, and I thought, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to use Instagram as a springboard to cultivate and create my kind of dream life. And right now, 2019, I'm telling you guys, this is the best time to do it. You're still on the cusp of not everyone figuring this out. And there is tons of ways for you to grow. Okay, let me ask you this. How many of you on your deathbed will think, man, I wish I spent more time on Instagram. If only I had spent more time on Instagram. I'm going to say none of us. Because I have to tell you, so often I hear people tell me over and over that they spend hours a day on Instagram. This isn't good. And I can tell you the answer is not. It's not spending an hours a day on Instagram. I want you to have the ability to go out and live your life and share the good stuff on Instagram without feeling like you have to spend hours in order to succeed. That's not, sorry. That's not what we want. Okay, so before we begin, I have a little bit of a hippy-dippy question to ask you, but it's important and necessary because it actually does have something major to do with Instagram. So would you risk your happiness? We have to take risks to be happy, and it's scary. We're afraid that we aren't good enough, we're not big enough, our ideas aren't enough, we just aren't enough. But in order to be happy, which to me is the point of life, and much more important than money, fame, looks, anything, we have to take some risks. So I had to take a lot of risks to put myself out there, to quit my job, move abroad, approach a brand for sponsored travel. The list goes on. But what I've learned is that we have to take the risks to be happy. And most of the time that risk is worth it. That risk or opportunity is the difference between living out our dreams or not, which is huge. So I work for myself as an online influencer, and there is risk in that, of course. But I can tell you I'm happier now than I've ever been in my whole life. Now a more pointed question. So are you totally happy with your growth on Instagram right now? Because most of us aren't, and I want to change that. Look, I know there's a lot of confusion and absolute wrong information out there on Instagram. But my main goal is to give you confidence and clarity on how you can grow your Instagram. I want you to feel confident and like you're making a difference when you post. Okay, so here's a bit of our agenda tonight, which I'm super excited about. So I'm sharing you the exact tools that I use, how I edit my photos, the mistakes that so many people make on Instagram, the secret to beating the algorithm, case studies for Instagram for success, and a surprise bonus, but you have to stay until the end. So before we get started, I'm going to ask you, are you ready to go? Let me take a sip of this. Okay, so why Instagram? I'm sorry, y'all. I have a little bit of a cough. It's unfortunate, so I'm going to have to take some breaks to help me out. So why Instagram, and why should we even care about Instagram? So let me talk to you about that. Let's look at the stats, because I think that's what's important, is to look at these stats. So Instagram was founded in 2010, and Facebook bought it in 2012 for $1 billion, which is a lot. All right. Instagram accounts for over, this is real. I just looked up the stat yesterday. Instagram accounts for over 70% of Facebook's revenue, which is huge considering last year is about only 15%. So it's growing like crazy. I got a cough, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Okay, y'all, thank you for bearing with me on my little cough. Okay, so it's growing like crazy. It's backed by Facebook, so it's not going to go anywhere. People spend an average of 53 minutes a day on Instagram, and that's up 20 minutes from last year. And there are over 1 billion people on Instagram every month, 4.3 billion Instagram likes a day. So there is just so many people using Instagram, and people are sharing Instagram stories. I mean, there's just so much more involvement in Instagram. So you might be wondering, what does this mean for me? Well, it means a lot. It means that first, your audience is on Instagram. So there are people out there that want to follow you and they're on Instagram. Your 50% of Instagram's 600 million users are active every day. That means every single day, 300 million people log in on Instagram. So type in the chat box and tell me, how often do you post Instagram every day? Okay, so you guys are all, some of you do once a day, 5 times a day, every other day, 1 to 2 times a week. Okay, so you're all over the board. So it's really interesting to me because a lot of people, they're not sure how often they should post, but I have a solution for that. So 50% of Instagram users are active every day. And what's more important, though, is the money that's being spent on Instagram. So affiliate marketing is an $8 billion business, billion, y'all, with most of that money being allocated on Instagram. So 43% of brands deem social media influencers more relevant than traditional celebrities for advertising. This is happening now. And then 92%, this is what I think is so important, of people say that they trust word of mouth recommendations over ads. With 84% of marketers, they're going to use an influencer in their marketing campaign this year. So almost every single brand is going to be using Instagram influencers in their marketing campaigns. And what's amazing, this is a study done by Linquia. 92% of marketers polled, they chose Instagram as the most important social media platform out there, over Facebook, over YouTube. And also, influencers also say that it's their most important platform. So in a study done again by Linquia, this one is actually by Tailwind. They were saying which platform is the most effective for engaging your audience and what wins again. Instagram. We know this because it is so impactful. It's just such an impactful app because it's so visual. And so we're able to see what really works with Instagram. But what is even better, y'all, is Instagram is no longer about being perfect. It's about being real because people want to connect with you online, which is amazing. We're seeing more and more people wanting to see the real you. This is proving to be what's more engaging than anything else before. So what makes this workshop different? So I want you to succeed, of course, and I want you to grow your followers and engagement, but I want it to be more than that. I want you to feel confident about Instagram. Okay, we all start at 0, and numbers are frankly, they're just numbers. But if people aren't taking action on your Instagram, then there's really no point. Yes, of course, I want you to grow. But even more than that, I want you to be able to make a meaningful difference with Instagram. So there's a big difference between having this large following and having influence. So what does that mean and what does that matter? So we all know we can go out there, anybody can go out there and get fake followers or join huge loop giveaways, of course. But having an audience that cares, that is what matters right now, 2019. So this is how you're going to monetize your account. This is how you're going to continue to grow and be able to share what you want to share. And it's not going to feel like I'm sharing on Instagram because I have to. Now, I want to also share with you how it helped my Instagram grow. So here are my page views for the past month. I'll take it. This is February. I'll take a closer look in. Instagram is bringing in massive amounts of traffic to my blog every month. Almost 14,000 hits are coming directly from Instagram and Instagram stories. And I love showing you this because I believe it's, showing you stats and numbers, because without data, you're just another person with an opinion. So I know that my strategies work. And even if it's not directly coming from Instagram, I know that people are coming to my account because they heard of me through Instagram, or I'm reminding them about my blog and what I'm all about through Instagram. Okay, so now that we've talked all about this, I'm going to take you inside of my Lightroom and I'm going to actually show you how I edit photos. So I do want to let you know, you do not need a fancy camera to edit your photos. Most of the time, I use a DSLR, but let me totally just be frank and honest with you. You can use a smartphone or, just a regular camera. You don't need anything fancy to edit your photos. So no matter what kind of camera you have, these tips are going to work for you. All right, I'm going to pop over here and just check in with y'all and see if y'all can see my face real fast. Okay, thank y'all for sticking with me. I'm sorry if I coughed on you. Luckily, we have this screen here. Michael went downstairs and got me some honey. So, sometimes you get a little sick. So thank y'all for sticking with me. Okay, I'm going to actually switch back to my screen and show you how I edit within Lightroom. So I pulled some photos that I thought would work really well for this. So I'm going to pop over there and show you how I edit all of my photos. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so what I have here is I'm inside of Lightroom. And basically all you really need to do is you can just pop in any photos that you want to edit. And then you go over to develop, and that's where you're going to add in a preset. But over on the right, that's where you're going to really edit the photo. So I'm going to let this load for a second. Okay, so this is me in Iceland doing my thing. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do here is over on the right side, this is how you edit the tones of a photo. Think of this as any other editing app. It seems overwhelming, but really it's all about the things that you need to edit the photo. So it's basically every single layer of the photo. So what I always do is I always put in a preset. So I'm going to show y'all that right now. Okay. So let's check out. So I clicked on that one and you might be like, oh, Helene, I don't like that. Okay, no problem. So you can click and try different presets to like it. But let's say we only have one preset and we want to use this one. Okay, so maybe I think this red, it's too yellow. Okay, so a couple things I can do is I can go into temperature and remove that temperature. That temperature field is really what you can do to edit the temperature of the photo. And then you can go also into the colors. So over here, we have the colors here. And I think a lot of people, they say, oh, I got presets and they're not working. Well, try messing with them. So you can move these different colors. Love doing this. So the hue is the color of that orange. So I can make it more red or I can make it more yellow. The saturation is how much of it will be in the photo. So I can desaturate it or increase the saturation. And then the luminance, is it going to be darker or lighter? So you've got to play around with these because everyone's skin tone is different. Everyone has a way that they like their photos to look. So just so you know, when you get a preset, just know that this is what happens. And the same with Lightroom Mobile, you can do the same exact thing. So let's go to another. I love this photo, but it's pretty dark. So let's try this one here. Immediately, we're brightening that up. Now, I could just leave that as is. So this is the before, that's after. But I can also play around with it. I can up the whites of the photo. So maybe I really want to make here, I can make them pop. I can up the clarity, meaning it's going to be more fine-tuned image. What I like to always think about when I'm editing photos is I want it to look like how it was when I was there. I want it to be a little bit dreamy, but I want people to feel like they're there. Okay, so let's also go into this one because this is an indoor shot, and let's see what we can do here. When it's just, let's see. Okay. Sometimes it works when it's, it's just this whole photo and I like that. I don't feel like I need to edit that at all. So you can play around with different editing tools and different ways to make those pop, black and white and things like that. So that's all kind of what I like to do. All right, I'm just kind of checking here to see any of your questions so far. Okay, I'm going to come back to myself. Okay, thank you guys for sticking with me. There's a lot more to go over, so stick around with me here. Okay, I'm going to get back into the presentation, if you will, but I know you guys have a lot of questions as well, and I promise that I will go over those, so don't fret if you're like, oh, we haven't gotten to questions, because I'm going to stick around. So let's go back in here, and you guys are so kind talking about my skin. All right, so let's see. All right, just going to pop in here. I hope you like seeing that. Obviously, there's more that I could go over with that, but we only have an hour. So I promise that if you're interested in that, there's more to come on that. So just wait until the end for that. Okay. Cool. Hopefully you guys are back in here. All right. So like I said, you don't need a fancy camera. I do recommend Lightroom. This is what I use, but you can also use other tools like a Color Story or Lightroom Mobile, and you can still edit in a great way. So a couple of things that I think people do when they're editing is they kind of make their photos look a little fake or too much clarity or different things like that. It's just, so you just want to really, make sure the photo still represents where you are and what you're doing. So I've already imported 5 photos and I'm just going to go through and show you. I'm talking. So I'm going to click on develop and then I'm going to edit these right here with you. Okay, so as you can see, editing really makes a monumental difference and it really makes your photos pop. So these are some photos I've added in Lightroom. And, that's really what I think makes a huge difference. It's just, you can see on the difference between these photos here, it makes a huge difference. Okay, so now that we've talked about photo editing, I want to talk to you about some critical mistakes that happen on Instagram. I hope you guys can see my screen. I'm just going to check here that you can. I don't know that you can. I think it was talking to myself the whole time. That's okay. Okay, so now I want to go through the critical mistakes that you could be making on Instagram. So let's go ahead and get started with those. So these are things that I think really can affect you so much with your Instagram. So the first and foremost is that you don't have a goal-driven strategy. So in order to achieve your goals, you have to write them down. So you need to visualize what you want and then take steps to achieve it. For example, do you want to hit 1,000 followers? Do you want to get more people to comment on your photos? Do you want more people reading your blog or buying your product? You need a strategy. So the best way to succeed on Instagram or really any platform is by having a clear strategy with a plan of action to get there. So lots of people think, they're doing something wrong, that it's them, that they aren't seeing engagement or growth on Instagram because they aren't sharing these like perfect photos. If you think you don't have what it takes because you're not a model or you don't have National Geographic worthy photos, don't worry. Put those doubts aside. You can do this. You just need a strategy. So remember, you need to focus on why you want to grow your Instagram, and that will help you get clear on your goals as well as what exactly to share. So the next thing is you aren't using hashtags effectively. So Instagram posts with at least one hashtag have 12% more engagement than those without. Now that seems kind of low to me because when I use it, I see sometimes, thousands more people come and see my photos. So what you have to do is you have to optimize which hashtags you can use to see more engagement. So here's a recent example of a post of mine. I've reached over 60,000 people, But out of that 60,000, over 16,000 came from hashtags. I mean, that's huge, you know? So you really want to be using those hashtags in order to grow. Okay. So I'll zoom in here. You can see this is what happens when you use hashtags effectively. So it's a great way to get new eyes on your posts. And I'm not saying randomly put 30 hashtags there. The secret really is to find the right kinds of hashtags. So every single time I post, I use hashtags. I use a tool called Tailwind to find the best. And the more competitive hashtags, I change them up almost every time I post. And, you know, what I do is I use this tool. This tool is amazing. It's not the only tool that I don't just use it to find hashtags, but what it does is it helps me with my hashtag strategy because it's giving me ideas for which hashtags work. Okay, so Instagram stories to me right now are the single most important tool in your arsenal on Instagram. So it's a direct connection between you and your audience, and it also gives you direct access to communicate with them. And there are just so many tools and tricks to use on Instagram stories. I use about 3 different apps to help me create Instagram stories. My Instagram stories, they account for a lot of interaction on my photos and, you know, getting people to read my blog. So like I said earlier, Instagram stories are shared about 400 million times a day on Instagram. And I think this is the most important direction that we're going right now with Instagram. So using stories, it's essential because you can share, you know, these real-time updates, and it's really the best way to communicate directly with your followers. So this is really a great way to bring traffic. This is what I use to bring traffic to my blog. You know, I use Instagram stories consistently to kind of remind people, hey, this is what I'm all about. So I will encourage people to send me a DM or respond to my calls to action so they can also get comfortable with following up with me and swiping up when I ask. Okay, mistake number 4 is that, you know, it's a social media app. So it's about being social. So having the supportive community, it's the key to success on Instagram. So think about it. These are the people who are helping to bolster your engagement, to help you grow, and ultimately to help you make money. So I can promise you, this is not about spending hours commenting on people's posts and crossing your fingers in hopes that they're going to comment back. This is about an established group of people that helps build you up. Okay, number 5 is that you never post. So I know, a lot of you are saying that you post once a day or every other day, and consistency truly is key on Instagram. So don't be a ghost. Don't forget to post. This is the single best way to gain followers on Instagram. So keep us in the loop on what's going on. Studies actually show the most brands average about 1 to 2 times a day to get the most engagement. I am by no means saying that you need to do that, but you need to have some kind of way to keep yourself accountable. Critical mistake number 6, and go ahead and tell me in the chat right now, does Instagram ever stress you out? Do you ever feel like, man, I'm not good enough or I'm not doing enough? Let's see what you guys have to say. I think you agree with me as well. Yes. Okay. I'm getting a lot of yeses. I am with you guys, and I really want to take steps to combat that because it's not good. We must cultivate a feeling of happiness that is not dependent on our number of likes on Instagram. We have to stop comparing or measuring ourselves against these social expectations so we can start actually enjoying posting. And when we do that, I'm telling you, we can also grow. Okay, mistake number 7 is you don't include me. And no, I don't mean a picture of me or my face. I mean that you're not including your followers in what's going on. So show me behind the scenes or give me an exclusive. Make me feel like I'm part of your story. Tell me your why. Make me want to stop scrolling and actually follow you. Basically, the point of Instagram, it's not just followers. It's about engaging the viewer. The absolute best way to grow your Instagram is to collaborate and interact and really to find this community. So that's why Instagram is so incredible, because you can really build a community, but you have to feel comfortable doing so. Okay, so it's time to get down to the brass tacks here. And I want to talk with you about getting a clear understanding of the Instagram algorithm. Okay, So there are a lot of Instagram rumors that are floating around. And for the most part, I have to tell y'all, most of these are 100% false. So people think because they see something on Instagram that it must be true, right? So contrary to popular belief, Instagram is not hiding your photos. So they do arrange them in a specific way. So Instagram has said, this is directly from Instagram, we have not made any recent changes to feed ranking, and we never hide posts from people you're following. So if you keep scrolling, you're going to see them. Your feed is personalized to you and evolves over time based on how you use Instagram. So now I'm going to kind of break that down a little bit. So the way the algorithm used to work, and not that long ago, was all about having super high quality pictures, followers, and engagement. The number of followers you had, it connected directly with how much interaction you had. And honestly, it's really not like that anymore at all. So Instagram has morphed into a more personal app. Now it's all about the connection you make. So if you don't have kind of a tribe of people that don't care, you're just not going to grow, because people want to get to know you. Whether you are a brand like Nike or an influencer, there is kind of an in-depth science to this. But basically what is happening is Instagram when you share your photo, they share it to a select group of people. And if that select group of people doesn't interact, then they don't continue showing it to a broader audience. And the same goes for landing on the Explore page and getting your hashtag seen and all of those things. So there is, like I said, a more in-depth to this, but I kind of want to give you a quick overview to show you kind of what you need to know. So let's talk about what's working on Instagram right now. Right now, longer captions are working really well. There are studies that show when you have longer captions, when you write something out heartfelt or engaging, people tend to respond. People also really are starting to trend the real side of you, not just these perfect images. Some of the best Instagram stories, the highest rated, most followed Instagram stories, are people that are really showing their real life, the real sides of them, and taking people through who they really are. And then really when your followers that have been following you engage, they're more likely to continue to see your posts and account. So when someone likes and follows you, when they like your photos, they're going to end up seeing more of your photos. So in addition to that, paying attention to your analytics is really essential so that you can find out the best times to post, what's working and what's not. And this is also why I recommend having a business account so that you can see all of these analytics. So the secret to beating the algorithm, truly, honestly, is having a community. I know that's not easy, but I promise you it can be done. So I know this because I've helped literally thousands of people create the same. So I do want to show you some case studies because I really think it's not just about me and the things that I've done on Instagram, it's about others as well. So this is Christine of Live, Love, Run, Travel. She is a student of mine. She's a teacher and she's an avid runner and traveler, and she shares her story on her Instagram and her blog. So she took my course and she actually doubled her Instagram following in 4 months. But what's so amazing is that she landed her dream partnership, which happened to include round trip airline tickets from America to Europe. It's pretty incredible. And so what I love about her is, I think when she started with my course, she was at about maybe 6,000 followers. She told me, I thought I had to have 100,000 followers to secure brand deals, but she landed her dream sponsor deal with round trip airline tickets because of the course. So you don't have to have these crazy numbers to get engagement. Her engagement is incredible. Check it out. Her engagement's amazing. And then there's Kara. So Kara's a real estate agent, and she uses Instagram to actually get clients to work with her. I mean, this is the number one way that she gets clients. What she's done with her Instagram account is honestly, it's incredible. So she went to about having 100 followers to about 34,000 followers in less than a year and a half. But what's even cooler is that her sales are coming from Instagram. Last year, she said 55% of my sales were direct result of her Instagram account, which was well over $100,000. Kara made $100,000 from her Instagram account. That's incredible and awesome. This is real money. This isn't, this is real. Then there's Sarah of Dallas Love List. So she grew her account from 0 to over 50,000 followers. And she goes to events, parties. She never pays for a meal. She stays at hotels for free. And she even got part of her wedding paid with her success on Instagram. So she also makes an income from advertising on her account. And she gets to talk about a city that she already loves. And actually, just this past weekend, she hosted a sold out Grammy watching event and got paid for it. Sarah has significantly grown her following, and she really positions herself as a premier influencer in Dallas and the community. And oh my Lord, I love Nicola's story because I think it's so important and something that we can all relate to. So she actually became really ill. She was unable to work. So she was trying to find a way to monetize from home. So she started an Etsy shop. So she ended up finding my course and workshop and decided to give it a go. And she said that it taught me, this is her words, it taught her how to grow my account organically while still staying true to myself and using my own voice. I learned how to take pictures of myself and, more importantly, how to edit them with my own style. And within 3 months, I had grown my account to 10,000 followers. And she said before Instagram for Success, I'd never would have the confidence to even think that I was good enough. Now I have the belief that if you work hard using the tool that Helene shares, you can do anything as possible. So I really think I love all of these stories because, yeah, some making money, some are getting brand deals, but some people are just feeling more comfortable in their own skin and feeling like they can really share what they want. And for me, when I started my Instagram, I struggled. I was totally lost and I was frustrated because it seemed to me like people were growing left and right and I couldn't figure out how to grow. But working in social media and marketing for the past 7 years, helping bloggers and businesses grow, this helped me crack the code and learn to create Instagram success for myself. So if you remember my account from just a couple years ago, on the right and on the left is my account for a couple years ago, and then on the right is my account today. So I put into practice my own strategies to grow. And of course, it's not just about the follower count, but it's about creating an engaging community. And even more than that, because of Instagram, I've gotten to do some incredibly cool things. I've got to work with brands such as Airbnb, Google, Glamping Hub, Shangri-La. And it's not just about, getting this free stuff. It's about getting paid. Just recently, I've gone to Finland, Italy, Denmark, Sweden, Morocco, England. All those, I got paid to do so. And then I got to stay in incredible places on the way, luxury hotels as well. And it's also helped me grow my blog. I consistently hit 250,000 views a month. In December, actually, I hit 310,000. And a big part of that is because of Instagram. And this past year, I was actually featured in People magazine, which was pretty awesome. I was really excited about that. But guess how they found me? Instagram. They found my account through Instagram. That's how they found me. So the thing is, I'm just an average person. I am not a model or a celebrity, but I was able to build my brand and make money from my Instagram. So I can tell you right now, I'm using my Instagram to grow my online presence more than ever before. And using my strategies has helped bolster my following and engagement and, of course, my bottom line. I made well over $50,000 from Instagram in the past year alone. So in this workshop, we've talked about establishing your Instagram empire, how to connect your passion and purpose to help you create an Instagram that's relatable and admirable. We've talked about how to monetize with 2 streamlined ideas that will help you cash in. We've also talked about how to get more engagement with authentic interaction and hashtags. We've also talked about photo editing and theming your account and the importance of creating and establishing a community, also using all the available tools, especially with Instagram stories. But the thing is, I can't possibly give you absolutely everything that you need to know about Instagram in these short lessons. That is why I'm so excited to offer you Instagram for Success. This is the absolute best program out there that will teach you how to attract your ideal followers, get more engagement than ever before, and monetize your Instagram. This is not about popularity. This is not a quick tip. This is the most comprehensive program out there to help you grow your Instagram. And I only offer this for an extremely limited time. So, as your personal mentor on Instagram, I'm going to help you build a strong foundation. This program is not only the most comprehensive course out there, it's full of support, proven techniques to help you succeed, and really the best methods to help you create an Instagram that not only is successful, but one that you love and continues to grow and can help support you. It's essential that you have a loyal following on Instagram. And this is the only program out there that will help you do that. So the course consists of 7 modules with 4 to 5 lessons in each. There are video guides, step by step. This is showing you how to gain active, engaged followers, how to garner your influence, how to set up your foundation, how to take and edit your photos, how to monetize, use Instagram stories, and have more engagement than ever before. There are actually 40 plus videos. There are case studies. There are interviews with Instagram influencers. There are over 15 worksheets, cheat sheets, and PDF downloads. This is full of tips, not just tips like double your Instagram following or post lengthy captions. These are strategies. I share with you the methods that truly make a difference. And I have students, all of the examples that I've given you tonight, and I have so many more, hundreds. And actually, there's over 3,000 students in the course, and there are hundreds more that are all students of Instagram for Success. When you join the course, there are over 3,000 others who have gained success on Instagram. This is the community that you need to grow. Inside the community, you're going to find help, resources. There are monthly challenges that also includes cash prizes. There are tons of collaboration opportunities. You can get your answers in real time on questions you have and find and engage with the absolute best Instagram community around. So it's the most comprehensive course out there. I want to show you inside. So lesson 1 is to optimize your account. You're going to really learn what counts and you're going to create the foundation for growth. I also break down the Instagram algorithm. It helps you to monetize and optimize your account so that you can be found first. You're also going to figure out your why. What sets you apart from the rest? How can you set yourself apart? What is your why? We're going to get deep and really figure out how you can crack your why. You're also going to learn how to protect your account, how to make sure you won't get shut down by the Instagram. They can shut you down, and we're going to make sure that won't happen. We're also going to figure out how to stay on top of the Instagram algorithm and protect your account from spammers. And then we'll actually look at the science behind successful Instagram accounts and see what truly works for them. That's module 1. Module 2 is all about making Instagram works for you, how you personally can become influential. You're going to learn to find your purpose and your ideal follower. You're going to learn how to master aesthetics and prime your account and build a consistent feed and following. I'm also going to break down analytics and how you can track Instagram, and you're actually going to get a look inside how you can beat the algorithm. Module 3 is all about how to master the perfect picture. I'm going to show you not only how to take photos, how to edit them. You're going to get a full tech training on how to edit photos, like going over absolutely everything you need to know in Lightroom, as well as other apps that I like as well. And then I'm going to show you how you can use all of these apps in tandem. And I talk about the reasons why you might not be growing your Instagram and how we can change that. And then I also take you inside from start to finish, my entire Instagram process, from editing to sharing and engaging. You will see the entire thing so you don't have any questions. You can see what really works. And of course, I'm going to give you the exact presets that I use to edit. You are going to receive 6 presets for both desktop and mobile Lightroom. So you're going to have that ready to go. In lesson 4, you're going to gain active and engaged followers. These are people that are not just going to follow you, but interact and support your account. You're going to learn how to create captions that count and get tons of killer caption ideas. You're actually going to get multiple, like 50 different caption ideas to generate engagement. You're also going to find out the absolute best time for you to post to Instagram. You're going to see how to gain likes immediately. plus my secret weapon for Instagram, as well as I'm going to discuss the Instagram method that literally no one is going to talk about. I'm going to share how to brand your account, how to get on the Explore page, and how to use all of these skills in a meaningful way so that you can monetize or get people to read your blog or make sales and actually follow your calls to action. Lesson 5 is all about establishing your presence and getting targeted followers and growing your account while you sleep. I'm going to go through the hashtags that will rock your world as well as how to use them. I am sharing with you a tool that is going to change the game for you. This hashtag tool and strategy, it's incredible. And if you stay until the end, you can actually get this all part of the course for free. So I'm going to go through and show you how you can use Instagram to drive traffic or see a follow through, how to use Instagram advertising, how to use giveaways. Giveaways are huge. They're essentially an incredible way to grow, but so many people use them incorrectly. And you can also get banned by Instagram if you use them incorrectly. So I'm going to show you how to use them. And I also am going to break down all of the tools that I use as well. Lesson 6 is all about monetizing your Instagram. I'm going to show you the strategies you need to be found and featured, how you can actually make money from your account. How much should you charge? I usually have a calculator so you can even find out exactly how much you personally should charge. I also share interviews with Instagrammers who are making a living from their Instagram account. You'll also get the ultimate guide to working with brands, which features over 40 different brands that you can work with to monetize your account. I also share dozens of agencies that want to work with influencers and how to guarantee your engagement even when the post is sponsored. And now, if you're on the other side, I also share how you can vet an influencer if you're a brand or business and want to start working with Instagrammers. You will not see anything like this in any other course. And then, of course, we're going to deep dive into Instagram stories. So I show you the tools and tricks to use and how you can actually use Instagram stories to gain engagement and make them work for you. So this is the future, y'all, is Instagram stories. So I'm going to show you how to use them, how to use analytics, all of the tools and apps that you need to make your stories pop, and how to get engagement as well as ideas of what to share. And then we have Instagroupie, which is an incredible program to gain not only followers and engagement, but create a community. And this is only within Instagram for Success. This is a way to dramatically increase your Instagram engagement. And it's unlike any other program out there, because basically what it's going to do is it's going to place you with people that are like-minded to help bolster your engagement and establish your presence. So there are 40 video lessons, 15 plus worksheets. It's all in one program, but there's more. The bonuses are insane. I have never done this before. I honestly can't believe I'm doing this, but I am giving you my perfect pitch kit. This includes a media kit template, a rate sheet, and even my exact emails that I send out to companies that I want to work with. This alone is worth $1,200, and it's included in the course. You'll never have to worry about what to say or what to share. It's right here waiting for you. You simply can change this up and it's all yours. This is inside the course. Of course, there's the members only private Facebook group where you can join thousands of other Instagrammers just like you. You can share your photos, your wins, ask questions, and continue to learn. And this community, it's incredible. People have told me that this is one of their favorite parts of the course, is just the community alone, because you're able to find and engage with the absolute best Instagram community around. I'm going to also be doing a live coaching call. This is where we're going to come together as a group and we'll discuss everything and anything on Instagram, any changes, updates, and any questions that you have. Not only do I teach what works, I also offer this coaching call so that you can make sure that going through this program, you have everything you need. This is the best bonus of all. I am partnering with Tailwind. Tailwind is the tool that I use to find hashtags. It's how you can schedule Instagram. Tailwind is actually an Instagram partner, and they are partnering with me. And they are giving you 2 months free of Tailwind, but not just that. They're giving you a bonus course on scheduling and researching hashtags. So not only will you get my point of view with finding and researching hashtags and scheduling, they are giving you theirs too. This is included in this course. I'm also giving you 6 Lightroom presets. You're also going to hear from experts on Instagram, such as students like Christine. I actually talk with her in depth on how she increased her following and exactly how she landed her dream partnerships and more of her secrets. But there's not just her. I talk with Instagram for success students about what makes a difference. I talk to people that are using Instagram to grow full-time as online influencers and how they can monetize. So here's what you get when you join the course. You get the complete Instagram for Success course, which is the $3,000 value, the perfect pitch kit, my favorite tool, Tailwind, and a course on how to use it, access to the private community, the live coaching call, the Instagroupie, hashtag library, Lightroom presets, and really so much more. This is valued at $7,000 and $7,452. You have 2 choices. You can keep trying and hope that your account grows, hope that you make money. You could waste years, or you can invest in a program that will guarantee you results and help you succeed on Instagram. So you can choose. There is one-time payment of $227 or $87 today, and then 2 more payments of $87. It's up to you, but there's more. Just for watching this workshop, I am giving you my Passion, Purpose, Profit bonus. This bonus is only for those that stayed with me on this workshop. I'm giving you my Passion, Purpose, Profit model on Instagram. And the results are insane. It is proven that Instagram accounts that use this strategy achieve 70% faster follower growth, as well as have more engagement. And you know what? Only 2% of accounts out there are doing this. This is a brand new game-changing strategy that you can implement today. So I'm going to show you how you can guarantee engagement on your Instagram with an audience of enthusiastic and highly engaged followers. I'm also going to share with you my highest converting Instagram images of all time and my formula for why they work. But you have to in order to get this bonus, you have to sign up today to get this limited time offer. So again, this course is worth almost $8,000 and your investment is just $227. Now I know it's spending money, but if you can make this money back, if you can stop wasting time on Instagram, I know time is money. You know that this can change the game. So I have hundreds of students and hundreds of testimonials that are my proof. They are the ones growing their accounts and taking their Instagram to the next level. So I just wanted to share a couple more. Sarah of Well and Full, she has a killer account with over 40,000 Instagram followers, and more are growing every single day. She took my course, Instagram for Success, and not only did she gain followers engagement, but she gained brand deals and more. She says that before Instagram for Success, I wasn't sure how to focus energy on the most effective strategy. But using Helene's tips and tricks, I was able to grow my account by almost 10,000 followers in 1 year. More brands have noticed my account because my engagement is so high now. I'm receiving more sponsorship opportunities than I ever have. Then there's Stephanie. She told me that Instagram for Success was one of the best decisions that she's made, not only for her social media and blog, but for herself as a person. Since beginning the course, I have become a more confident person through my posts, which is transferred to my world outside of social media. I post more pictures of myself, which I never did. And by doing this, I have grown to appreciate myself more for who I am and the voice that I have through this platform. It has helped me to grow in so many ways. That is game changing. And of course, there is Kara. We can't forget about Kara, who made $100,000 from her Instagram account. And then Vanessa, she said that Instagram for Success helped her understand how to use Instagram to its fullest potential. Before the course, she was just posting random pictures, no hashtags, no real purpose. Now she's growing and implementing all of the strategies from the course. Without Instagram for Success, I would be completely lost, she says. And then there's Shannon from Branded Expedition. She says she's partnered with numerous brands and companies that have some amazing opportunities as a blogger that I didn't think I would have if I wasn't learning the importance of Instagram and success that comes with a good account and following. So I have a lot as you can see, a lot of different testimonials, and these are all amazing. But I know that this can work for you because everything I laid out, everything in the course, you can go to instagramforsuccess.com, or you can click the link that has just shown up, that blue button, to go ahead and sign up for this course. The thing is, enrollment is only open for a few days, and this bonus is going away today. So if you're worried, if you're scared, let me ease your mind, because I offer a 14-day money-back guarantee. I am so confident in this program. I give you time to explore the course, and you can actually get your money back if this course isn't for you. So I know you might be thinking, I'm just too busy, Helene. But this course is designed to give you the strategies that work. So you'll spend less time worrying about Instagram, and you'll focus on the tips that don't just work, but you're going to figure out what is going to work for you. I want to remind you, this is the best time for you to reach your goals and grow on Instagram. I want to give you the opportunity to see step by step how to grow your Instagram to create a profitable, powerful one. And you might be thinking, I don't have money for this right now. But let me tell you, if you don't invest in yourself, then there is no way that you're going to be able to succeed. You are going to find strategies that are actually going to help you make money. And a quick story. So the perfect pitch kit that you're getting, which is an incredible tool, is what I used just recently, is what we used to we are going back to America in August. And we use this kit to actually secure a deal to be paid to go back to the US, which is huge. So you can do this. I know you have fear. You have fear that will hold you back from success and happiness. But I want you to know, feeling fearful, it's normal. But one of the biggest struggles that you will have is it's positioning yourself as an influencer. But you are not alone, especially when you join this course, you're going to have a community there. Look, I spent years to figure this out. I don't want you to do that. You might waste weeks or months, even years, trying to figure out an Instagram strategy. I care about your success, and I want to do everything I can to make it happen. So here's what this training can do. It can help you gain new followers and fans that you care about. It can help you generate income. You're going to actually learn to enjoy to post to Instagram. You're going to find your tribe, and you're going to spend less time on the app and doing more of what you love. So with my course, you will grow your following, your profit, and you're going to find your ideal follower. The number one reason why people are losing followers or not gaining engagement is that they aren't willing to test out strategies. I want to help you on your way to Instagram success. I know this program will work for you. Now, yes, this course is an investment, but I want to let you know it's almost as if you're sitting right beside me with this course. Coaching with me just one-on-one would be $3,600 alone. In case you've been around before, this course is completely updated. There are new videos, new worksheets, and it's all waiting and ready to go for you. So growing your Instagram means growing your influence, your reach, and making money. I have developed a system that's going to help you grow your Instagram. You will see engagement, growth, and even revenue when you follow my system. So I cannot wait to see you inside. If you want a proven and predictable way that when you share on Instagram, you know you're going to feel confident, and you want me to personally help you with this, I want to share with you my blueprint for growing on Instagram. Then don't wait to join this program. I want to share your message and make a positive impact on people's lives. So if you want to build authority and a community of engaged followers, you need this program. Now, of course, I promised you that I was going to go over any and all questions that you have. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Again, thank you so much for sticking with me. I know that it's getting late, but I do want to see any and all questions that you have. Okay. All right. So your questions are coming in pretty rapid fire. So I'm going to try to get as many as I can. Okay. So what advice would you give for people who struggle with captions? I think so often people do struggle with captions. And the thing is that you have to realize who you are as a person. Who are you speaking to? Number one, when you know your why and you're able to really figure out who you're talking to, then it's going to help you really succeed. Okay, let's see here. Do I use Facebook or Instagram ads? Absolutely, I do. And in the course, I show you how I use them, but I do use those ads. Another question is, how do I get sponsors? How do you get paid? So I will say in the course, I truly break this down in a major way. Not only do I show you how, and I give you my tips and strategies and emails, but I also give you all of a list of literally people that you can reach out to. My favorite scheduling tools are definitely Tailwind. I just think it's the best one out there. It's an Instagram partner, so you know it's legitimate. There are some others out there that are not an Instagram partner, so you have to be careful with that. I do only offer this course once a year, and that is it. I don't offer it more than once a year. The apps that I use for stories, I use a bunch of different ones, but I do like Unfold. I just think it's a really beautiful app to use. Okay, I'm trying to see as many questions as possible. This is a great one. I don't feel comfortable in front of the camera. Can you succeed if you don't put yourself in front of the camera? Absolutely. So actually in the course, I go over how to feel comfortable in front of the camera. And then I also go through stories and ideas of how you can share without putting your face in front of the camera. Actually, Christine of Live, Love, Run, Travel just started doing more face stories. And I know she was nervous, but she's been doing really good. So to get the course, if you see this blue button right here, you click on that and you're going to have it right there. This is a good question. I usually stay at hotels on a complimentary basis, but I want to start charging. Is this included in the course? Absolutely. I go through absolutely everything. So to sign up, I'll also pop the link in right here for you. But to sign up, you can click that blue button. And this does work for people on both sides, whether you have something to sell or you're an influencer and you want to work with brands. And I do go through the best times to post. You actually get a breakdown to figure out exactly your best time to post. And then absolutely, I can go, throughout this course, I mean, this course is robust. It not only shares with you how to build a true following and foundation, because that is so essential, but it also goes through all of the techniques and strategies that you need. Do you have to change your personal account into a business one? I do recommend that you have a business account. The reason being is there is no proven, no one has said if you have a business account, it hurts your engagement. That's wrong and false information. So is the course self-paced? Yes, you can go in it. You get absolutely everything right now. I don't like it when courses are like, get one module one week and one module the next week. I just find that that doesn't work for me. I want to be able to go through it on my own. So you get everything right now. So in the course, I don't recommend commenting on others' posts just to get engagement. Instagram is not about all of that. I don't have time to do that. I comment on some people's posts, but I comment on those that are within my community. So if you, over here on the, right below me, actually, you should see the blue button, or you can use this link here that I'm pasting right there to sign up. And actually, I'm going to pop it in here so that you can, if you refresh your page, you should have a blue button. And that blue button should say, this deal won't last, click here now. So if you refresh your page, you should have it right there. Okay. Oh my gosh. So many of you guys are signing up. I'm so excited. This is amazing. I really cannot wait for this course. I mean, it's the best course out there on Instagram. I mean, it is just so robust and it's absolutely everything that you need to succeed. I mean, I have spent years crafting and creating this course. Great question. How long do I spend on Instagram a day? It really depends on what I'm doing. Like if I don't post, sometimes it's 5 minutes. If I do post, sometimes it's, 30 minutes. Once you've paid, you get to keep the guides and videos forever. Thank you for asking this. You get access to this course for life. This is a one-time payment. I update this course every year. Every year you get all of the updates, absolutely all of the updates that come with the course. So you get absolutely all of that. Any new bonuses that happen, anything that happens, you get the updates. I post about once a day. Sometimes I don't, but I do go over in the course how I literally have a quiz inside the course that will help you figure out exactly how much time you should post. Do you get updates via email? Yes. When you sign up for the course, you get all of the updates via email. So I know so many of you are wondering about Instagram stories, and I think that they are tough. You're really wanting to share yourself, but also trying to manage, what's going to work. So in the course, you have everything. There's a whole module. It's not just one lesson. It's multiple modules. Multiple lessons on Instagram stories and how you can use them to grow. You pay $227 one time. That's it. You get the course for life. So I love Nicola's in here and she's right, y'all. I only open this course once a year. So if you're worried about, I'm not prepared or I'm not ready, I have students that are all over the board, people that are starting at 0, people that are starting at 100,000 Instagram followers. It is all about making this Instagram work for you. I don't know when I'm going to be opening it up again. That's the thing. If you don't take this course now, you're going to waste time and money by not taking it. So the course itself it's totally self-paced, so it's up to you. People finish it in a couple weeks usually. So this question is, do you find it better to tag a company in your post or tag them? I'm thinking you're saying on the actual Instagram image, and I think doing both works really well. Is there a Facebook group? Absolutely. So within the course, just to remind you, I'll go through it again. Within the course, it needs absolutely everything you need to succeed. But yes, there is a Facebook group. There is, let me pull it up here. So you get the complete Instagram for Success course. You get my pitch kit, meaning you get a media kit, a rate card. This is worth $1,200 right here. This whole course is worth almost $8,000 and it's $227. You get the Tailwind course as well as the free tool. You get access to Instagram Insiders, which is the private community. You also get a live coaching call and Instagroupie, the hashtag library, the Lightroom presets. You get all of that. You also get all of the updates forever. So meaning when I update the course in a month, in 2 months, in a year, you still get all of that. It's all included. You guys are amazing. So many of you are signing up. I see Sarah, Michelle, Francis, Maddie, Sandra, Taryn, Nancy, Sherry, Emily, Leah, Taylor, Caitlin, Jinley. Sorry, I'm getting so excited to have so many of you here. What I love so much about this too is that we're getting to all be part of each other's community, and that's another great way to grow. This is a great question. How should you answer the people who comment great shot or just emojis? So a lot of times, sometimes I don't respond to them at all. Sometimes what I might do is say, hey, thanks for your comment. You should follow me. You want to engage with them because they need to realize sometimes that their bot isn't working. So the question is, what should I post to my Instagram story? This depends on the type of Instagrammer that you are. Who are you trying to reach? What's your message and why? So really, it depends on so many factors. That's why this course is so essential, because you need to know who your target audience is in order to figure out what to post and why and when. And this course does all of that. It's seriously the most comprehensive course out there. Do you discuss how to charge brands for your work? Absolutely. I absolutely show you how to charge brands. Okay, I want to get to some more questions here, especially you guys are asking such great questions, and I want to make sure I answer them. Okay, so do I block profiles that look fake from shops or businesses? So you have to realize right now with my Instagram, I get so many notifications. I don't have notifications turned on. So I typically don't block anyone unless they're leaving spammy comments or things that are ridiculous. Or if they message me like, hey, buy followers, then I'll block them. Is there a difference between using hashtags in the comments or in the caption? And if you guys need to go, I understand, but thank you for sticking with me with this training. I'm going to keep answering questions, but know that this is a one-time opportunity to sign up for this course. It's risk-free. You sign up, there's a 14-day money-back guarantee. All you have to do is email me and say, look, I tried it out. I filled out, here's a worksheet. It just wasn't for me. So this course, I've put into it the past 7 years of me working in PR, marketing, SEO, advertising, and growing myself as well as other Instagram accounts. There is just no reason not to sign up for this course. It's just so game changing. Okay, so this is a great question. Is there a difference between putting hashtags in your comments or the caption? So there's lots of debate on this, but I find there's no reason to not put them in the comments of the post. I find it to be less distracting. That's me. And hashtags truly are game changing for growing your Instagram account. So I showed you one example, but that's just one. Using hashtags can really bolster the number of likes that you get on Instagram. So what I tend to find really is that within using them correctly, and I have an amazing strategy, if I do say so myself, on using hashtags on Instagram. It's truly just the best tool to use out there. This is a good question about Linktree. So people use Linktrees. Basically, they put a specific link in their profile, and then it goes to a page. It's through an app called Linktree, and you put it in there. So then they have different links they can click on. I think it's better to have a mobilely optimized site. Unless you're like a People magazine and you're like constantly talking about your brand new article. So for instance, People magazine has Linktree, and they might post 10 times a day to Instagram, and they have a story about Zac Efron, and they have a story about Cardi B. And so you click on that link, and then it gives you the options for all of these stories. Unless you're updating your blog or your website with a million different things, I don't think you need that. Now, here's where it could work. If you are a brand and you have a bunch of different clothing items, it could work like that. So people could shop your feed. Okay, so this is great. So if you're brand new and you have no idea what to post, what should you post? I literally give you ideas of what to post, and I help you figure out what is going to work for you when you're posting to Instagram. So if you use the same hashtags, you don't want to actually use the same hashtags. This is why this hashtag tool is so essential. And I actually give you multiple hashtag tools that you can use. So you do want to change up your hashtags. You should be able to pay for the course. It's through Samcart. This is a world-renowned bank, so it should be fine with your bank as well. Does the course help me find companies to work with? Absolutely. This is for all different, I mean, there's over 40 different brands and companies that reach out. So I actually didn't start out as a travel blogger. So there are tons of opportunities you are going to be shocked. There are so many opportunities out there. And what I find so interesting, someone emailed me today and they said, I can't find Instagrammers to work with. And it's incredible because they are out there and they want to work with you. So how do you find them? So I go through and show you not only how to be found, but how to find people as well. So the course is open right now and it's only open for a couple days. This bonus goes away today and that's it. So Lily says she has a lot of hobbies and interests. How do you only choose one area? I don't have one area. I did not start out as a travel blogger. I don't say I'm just a travel blogger. I have lots of interests. The idea is what you want to do is you want to focus what you're interested in enough so that people can follow your story. That's really what you want to do. Is it okay, Sherry asked, is it okay for your stories to be off-brand? Like she's saying, just chit chat or share the mundane things, even if it has nothing to do with your grid. Yes, it is okay to do that, but you have to make them engaging enough that people continue to watch them. So Instagram stories have their own algorithm on their own. So if someone watches your Instagram story and they immediately click out, Instagram says, people aren't interested in that. I'm going to move on from that. So you want to share stories that people want to continue watching. So yes, you can share mundane things, but they have to be of some interest factor. But people do like seeing that real side of you. Okay. Some of these questions, there's a lot of them. And I think, honestly, most of them, you're going to find the answers inside the course. How do I use the Instagram mention section? Do I leave random posts? People tag me. I think you're meaning like, do you tag other people? I do tag other people in my account, depending on what the photo is. So if it's of a brand or where I am, like a location, then I will tag them. So what do you do about haters on Instagram? So I honestly think the best policy is really just to ignore them. I really think that that's the absolute best way. I do talk about that in the course as well, but I think that so often we get, so bogged down by that. And I think the best thing to do is really just move past it and don't pay attention to it, because when you do, that's just going to keep feeding their ego and they're going to keep going. So I bought the course last year. Can I still get the bonus for being in this course? Yes, of course. You get all of the updates and the bonuses for life. So you get all of this stuff because you're part of the course. So it doesn't matter if you signed up last year, 2 years, 3 years, you get everything always, all the updates. Okay, so it's 8:24 my time, but I know it's been a long night for you guys. I'm so excited. So many of you guys have signed up. I'm really pumped to have you guys part of this course. It's really, truly, I think, one of the best investments that you can make for yourself. So why not go out there and try and do, something that can change the game for you. So I'm so excited to have so many of you part of this course, and I really cannot wait to see you inside. I am doing another round of this later tonight. So if you want to come back again, you can. But like I said, this bonus is only for those that you guys stuck until the end. You have to sign up today in order to get this bonus, and you're not going to want to pass this up. So thank you again for sticking with me, and I truly cannot wait to see you inside of Instagram for Success. Thank you for your time, and sorry for my coughing. I appreciate y'all, and I'll hopefully see you inside the course.